Hey, good morning. It's Dr. James. I do hope and pray this message finds you and your loved ones peaceful, thriving, and well. And this morning, I was thinking a lot about the first half of 2020. And I was thinking about all the ways that I was failing at being as spiritual as I'd like to be. And you know what's interesting is that because I think I'm not alone in that experience, spiritual people really struggled. And they also did really well. You know, it was an interesting confluence of trying to hold the ground that is all about love and compassion and acceptance and inclusivity, but probably more than anything, authentic courage. Authentic courage. You know, as you break down the word courage more and more, as I kind of look and forecast into the second half of this coming year, I have really rededicated myself to a deepening of my authentic courage. And I've got 5 practices that I was writing about this morning before I hit the go button. And I thought it would be really fun and frankly, really vulnerable for me to share with you what it is that I'm committing to and see whether or not these speak to you as well. And yeah, you can tell there was some emotion this morning, a lot of emotion. There's so many things I think we are all feeling, and we're, you know, at one level, we want to get it over with, whatever it is. Can we just get it over with? And the other part of us is like, oh my gosh, it is so rich right now. There is such an incredible opportunity for spiritual people. And I believe every single one of us is spiritual. But whether or not we authentically uncover our spirituality, that is the most courageous thing we will ever do. And right here and right now, I am claiming for myself, and I'm standing with you if this is something you're called to do, which is authentically express your courage. So here's the 5 practices. Took me 2 minutes to get there, but you know what? I'm okay with that. I think sometimes I get a pregame before I hit the second half. So very simple first practice, living inside out versus outside in. Living inside out simply means that you do all that you can to decorate your inner being with the fierceness of love. The fierceness of love. Right? The fierceness is not this light love. It is a deep, dedicated, fierce kind of love. It doesn't know conditions. It doesn't wait until it's safe, till the coast is clear. We cannot wait till the coast is clear. This second half of this year will define so much. We've got an election coming up. We've got to stand for so many who cannot stand on their own, who cannot stand by themselves, because they have to know that they are also... They are safe in living this way too, that they are seen. And we've got to galvanize a community around these people and galvanize around each other. I'm standing with you. I'm galvanizing with you. I am living inside out, the inner work, meditating, praying, affirming, writing down my intentions, writing down what I'm grateful for, and then going out in the world and putting that courageous authenticity, authoring the narrative of what my life to be standing for. Number 2. A deeper dedication to self-love practices. Now, whatever they are for you, for me, it's very simple. There are 4 things that I do every morning. First thing, I get connected with my heart. I get the oxytocin rolling because I know it opens up my blood vessels. It gives me energy, but also helps to rise up my serotonin, my dopamine, and it lowers inflammation. So I'm not a hair trigger of reactivity. I don't want to be that person. I want to be able to take a moment and ask myself, what would love do? And then I want to move forward from there. Self-care practices, whatever it is for you, putting good food in your body, making sure you pray and meditate, get your game straight in your mind, because your heart's already here. It's always here, authentically ready to love. It's your mind that needs to be shifted, changed, opened. Number 3, self-efficacy. That's the house of integrity these days. You know, as you work on yourself, the most challenging thing, I think, is being present for all the good work that we do. And the good work that we do should never be minimized by not being here for it. We shouldn't treat self-care practices and spiritual work as a hedonic treadmill where we get one thing done and then we're on to the next thing without ever witnessing and celebrating the love that we gave ourselves, the love that we're pouring in to this life. That's how we build self-esteem. It's how we build confidence at a deep spiritual level. And authenticity comes from there. Just knowing that you are holding the narrative each and every moment. Number 4, meaning over material. That is something that popped in this morning. I just want to live so deep. And I want you to join yourself there. I think every one of us knows exactly, the depth of our life is so much more important than the width of our life. And the width of our life tends to be connected to material things. But the depth is all about the meaning, the purpose, the passion. We are alive to the degree that we serve you. You are alive to the degree that you serve up from a depth that is unshakable. The authoring of that knowing. And number 5, knowing when to sit it out. Knowing when you don't need to fight. And I don't think there's no need to unpack that any further than just this principle. This is not a fight. This is warrior spirituality. This is a demonstration through action. And the action is love. The action is compassion. The action is intention. The action is trust and courage and faith. We can quietly go about what Gandhi said, ahimsa, which simply means a demonstration, a declaration of courage through nonviolence. Nonviolence towards ourselves. Commit no violence towards yourself. Be 100% all in on loving yourself. Be unconditional in how you show up for your work. And dedicate yourself to do it with a softening of your edges. So you can do it over and over again. And the softening continues to happen. People fall in love with people like you when you're softened, but not softened in a way that you yield. You're softened in a way that you welcome, that you become a demonstration of the possible. You become a pollinator of possibility through demonstrating your authentic courage. Thank you for the work you do. Much love. Every blessing. I believe in you. Bye for now.